and in contributing to the affairs of today in respect to the motion that has been tabled, Mr. Speaker. My main interest is more on the respect of the issue of the local or own source of revenue, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm very passionate when it comes to the amount of money that is being collected, Mr. Speaker, for development purposes in this county of ours. Being a young person, Mr. Speaker, I would want to see more development so that I'm assured that there is sustainability, Mr. Speaker, and that the future of the young people are protected, Mr. Speaker. I've listened to my good friend, the Honorable Member for Chinga, Mr. Speaker, advising that the Honorable House should consider moving around, Mr. Speaker, to look for best practices. I want to assure this House, Mr. Speaker, that just by shopping around this county, Mr. Speaker, we have young people who have gone to school and they are well advanced in matters of technology. And what we just need to do is to come up with maybe a competition, Mr. Speaker, to give our young people a chance so that they can compete on whoever can create a good system for us, so that once we approve it, we can buy it from our young people, Mr. Speaker. When it comes to the issue of own source of revenue, Mr. Speaker, I was in this House, Mr. Speaker, proposing that we should think about coming up with a formula of correcting our revenue, Mr. Speaker. I had proposed that we need to introduce lipa mdogo mdogo, Mr. Speaker. I listened to the Deputy Speaker, Mr. Speaker, when he is telling us that the Director of Revenue, at his comfort, should know how many shops we have, Mr. Speaker. But the main problem that we are having is that when we are asking a person who is owning a liquor store, or what they are calling wine and spirit, Mr. Speaker, to pay 6,000 at the end of the year, Mr. Speaker. Sometimes this money actually is not there in the whole sum, Mr. Speaker. And what these guys do, the businessmen, they start looking for ways to dodge paying taxes, Mr. Speaker. What I'm proposing, or what member for finance, the chair for finance, should consider, is to come up with a proposal to ensure that we can initiate a lipa mdogo mdogo, whereby a member, a businessman, instead of paying 6,000 at the end of the year, can pay 5,000 every month, so that even if they, at the end of the year they have any balance, it is not up to an amount of 6,000, because even what they are saving, Mr. Speaker, cannot even amount to such an amount. So therefore, we need to give them what we call incentives to ensure that they are also feeling less burden as they are paying. And also, Mr. Speaker, when you listen to the national debate that is currently ongoing, Mr. Speaker, it is the debate whereby the President and his deputy in this republic, Mr. Speaker, they are sitting down with members who contribute towards tax in a big way, Mr. Speaker. And this is what we also need to emulate in this county of ours, Mr. Speaker. The people who are doing businesses, Mr. Speaker, we need to be friendly to them. We need to sit them down and do what we call civic education to ensure that they are paying tax, or they are paying for the revenues that are being asked from them, not as a way of being pushed, but as a patriotic duty, Mr. Speaker, so that they can be free, they can feel that what they are doing and the money they are going to give to the coffers, Mr. Speaker, goes towards development, goes towards the jobs that are that have been allocated to. Because without having them on board, Mr. Speaker, we will have our enforcement officers, Mr. Speaker, chasing after them. What we need to create is a good environment to ensure that everybody who is paying tax, Mr.